So here's the question, and then you competed too.
Yeah.
So after you compete, after your turn, what's your favorite recovery?
Eating.
Like the next day or immediately?
So
like immediately or the next day?
So let's talk about both.
All right, immediately, like that. Nah, for sure. I gotta get in front of it. So I'm rehydrated with a lot of water, and then I'm drinking my ibuprofen. Drinking my ibuprofen.
Already.
I grind that shit up, like that. Yeah, like that. I fucking injected that, man, right in the cheeks. Nah, but yeah, I'm getting ahead of it for sure. I'm drinking a lot of water, and I'm taking ibuprofen, like that, for sure, like that, because like the next morning I know I'm gonna be hurt. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that, So and then the next morning, yeah, for sure, tons of rest. You know what I mean? I'm just making sure I'm getting a lot of sleep and rest. You know what I mean? For sure. What about you?
So pretty much the same. So I definitely hydrate because I want to try to flush out. I want to try to flush as much of that acid out as you can before it starts coming. So I want to be in the bathroom all night. And then the problem areas that I have, like my knee will hurt, my shoulder hurt, whatever, I ice those off the rip. Like I just ice them. I'm just like, I know this is going to be stiff tomorrow. I know it's going to be whatever. So I try to beat the inflammation there.
Yeah.
Like just let me just try to prevent it up from the beginning. And then, you have to rest. I'm not smart enough really to not train the next day. But the training the next
There's
day
nothing wrong with training the next day. Yeah, it has to be super light. You can't go hard. Yeah, you can't.
Going crazy.
Yeah.
And like if I do a tournament on Saturday, I'll train Sunday, but it's only white belts, very little movement.
It's just flowing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just moving around. That's all you really need, for sure.
I just don't, because I also feel like if you get too still, then stuff really stiffens up.
Yeah.
Like, have just that perfect.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
About yourself,
yeah,
man.
I've had that mistake happen before where I just rested and I felt worse even a day later instead of if I would have just kept moving. So my favorite thing to do is just like, I'm still doing that heat cold therapy. So I go home and I take a really long bath and then I'm icing all my problem areas, my neck, my shoulders, my knees, everything like that. Taking a cold shower too, right after that hot bath. And then I'm sleeping, I'm eating, I'm rehydrating. Next morning, light training, then doing it all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest things, like for anybody, because this question came up from one of the viewers like that, and this is why we're gonna discuss this right now. All right, like that is obviously the cold, the ice, and the heat and stuff like that. Those are small rocks that are great to be an addition. I would say that it's the icing on the cake or the cherry on top, like that. But the big rocks that you should be moving, like that, is for sure your sleep, and your hydration, like that. All that lactic acid for sure that you're talking about, that you're trying to move around like that, is all going to be, counteractive, with your hydration, like that. Just replenishing, your water, and then obviously your electrolytes, like that, to move around all the lactic acid that you built up through competition or just training itself. Not even a competition. Competition obviously enhances it because freaking you're 100% full on like that, and you 10x, the everything that you're doing like that, and you can feel it the next day for sure, like that. But the sleep, I can't say how important sleep is, when it comes to recovery for training and stuff like that. And not only just sleep itself, 6 to 8 hours. And I think we talked about this before too. One of the studies that I heard that came out, I was listening like that, is a good consecutive of at least a minimum of 4 hours of REM sleep. Like that, like
That's hard. Yeah.
freaking undisturbed sleep.
Yeah.
You have to reset the computer.
Yeah.
Reset the computer. It's not going to work if you just keep running it hard.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Yeah.
And then obviously you're getting your rest and your sleep like that, and then there is other things like that, with the ibuprofen that's just gonna reduce inflammation. It's not the answer, like that, not at all. Like I think people think that that's what it is. Oh, I'm just gonna take ibuprofen, like that, put a Band-Aid on, and I'm gonna be fine. And like, nah, you still have to do all the other preventative measures and making sure to make sure that that you keep your body tip top in shape. And again, the number one thing that y'all are saying, is that the next day y'all don't just chill out on the couch watching some Netflix, you know, the survival shit alone, you know, seeing if you can survive for 50 days.
Right.
Nah, y'all getting up and y'all still moving around, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, for sure, you know, and then that's when it comes to intensity, all right?
Right.
Not intensity, you know, when for your workouts as for like how hard you're going, and, you know, no intensity, you know, that you're turning it down, you know, and you're still moving around, you know, whether it's as a walk, you know, like that, you're rolling, you know, through your open mat sessions, like that, you know, you're probably just you know, obviously you're coming from a competition, so you made mistakes, you know, and you're just probably going the next day, you're moving around to fix those mistakes. Yeah, like that. You're not doing full on rolls and stuff like that and going 0 to 100, you know, and spazzing out, you know. No, for sure.
People take the word like intensity,
Uh-huh.
and they always think intensity means super high level.
No.
Intensity is just a description of a level.
Yeah.
You have low intensity, high intensity, mid intensity, but like I feel like you have to, like you said, like you have to do something, and even if it's just because, you know, let your body move, let your body, that movement helps push lactic acid around. It helps keep the inflammation. Stuff gets inflamed, now it gets stiff. It sits in the same place. You still need those stretches.
Stretching,
Still need
yes.
all that
Oh,
stuff.
you know what I did once? Swimming at like the next day, and that was very like therapeutic because it was just easy on my body. I still felt like my muscles were working, full body type of workout.
Man,
type
if
thing. And
you have
breathing.
access to a pool, man, swimming, you know, just being in the pool, just you know, it's that zero gravity element of being in there. Yeah, you know, where you know, just be able to stretch your muscles out and stuff like that. I know coming off my knee, swimming, the swimming pool was so vital for me because, you know, when I had knee surgery back in 2016, and I was just trying to regain the motion, the full range of motion in my knee and stuff like that. It was just hard to do anything, you know. I couldn't, you know, I could barely walk. You know what I mean? Running was out the question. You know, even doing on the bike and cycling and things like that, you know, that was very hard because I didn't have the full range of motion of my knee going up and down like that. So swimming was a great thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was in awe, you know what I mean, freaking when I went into the pool and I did my stretches in the pool. You know what I mean? Because like freaking out of the pool, man, for me to get my heel to my butt, you know, in like a hurdle stretch or something like that, man, my knee barely even came halfway. But I went into the pool and that zero gravity, like, it was crazy, man. It was like, you know, I thought I was a contortionist, man, because I was freaking, you know, freaking raising it, no pain at all and stuff like that. So just, yeah, if I went all the way in the water. Yeah, but, you know, swimming is a great thing. You know, if you have access to a pool.
Or a lake.
Doing some stretches like that, but again, you know, those are just icing on the top, you know, and stuff like that. You know, the hot, you know, the sauna, and then the cold. You know, those things are great. Those are great additions, you know, to do. You know, aside the fact of.
Okay, so